Hi, this is Unique. Make Nigerian bread with me, featuring my baby's voice entering the video once in a while. Anyway, in this bowl, I have flour, I have yeast, I have salt, and I have sugar. Just little amount of sugar and little amount of salt. I'm going to be adding vanilla essence, some warm milk, one egg cracked in, and I'll be folding in butter after out you see everything. Anyway, I'm mixing the dry ingredients now, just mixing it up to make sure that they all incorporate well. And yeah, that's it. My daughter is really fussy and acting like she's part of this video. Anyway, so I'm putting in the vanilla essence, and yeah, just adding in there, adding it in there. I'll be cracking in the egg as well. Don't be like me and crack your egg by the side of the bowl. It's not, doesn't make sense. Please just be patient and sensible enough to crack your egg in another bowl and then put it in. I did that here and I almost got eggshells in my bread. Anyway, so that was sorted. I'm putting in the warm milk now. I just heated up the milk a little bit just to make it warm because it was just coming straight out from the fridge and I didn't want that cold texture. Mixing it in now and just incorporating it. Let me confess, I do not like baking because of how dough sticks to my hands. I'm a texture kind of person, and that texture just doesn't work with me at all. I hate it with so much passion, but I have no choice here. So I'm adding in the butter. For some reason, everybody says this is the way to do it. I'm confused. I don't know why we can't just add the butter from the beginning while we're adding in the eggs and everything. But every recipe I saw online, this is what they did. And I'm guessing there must be a reason for that. One thing about baking is please follow the instructions the way they said you should do it. Follow it to the T. Because the moment you tweak one thing, you go from making bread to making puff puff or to making buns. It's just one tiny step away from doing something else. So always follow it. And that was what I did. I didn't regret it. Like I said, I hate how dough makes my hand feel. I'll show you the camera there. Anyway, I keep kneading the bread, kneading the dough, taking all my time to knead it, despite how sticky it was to my hand. I kept adding flour whenever I felt too sticky, but I kept going. This is where I remembered something about my childhood. There used to be a bakery in my uncle's house, and whenever we visited him, we used to go and buy fresh bread from them. I used to see the guys at the bakery sweating so much, like they used to sweat. It was as if they were coming from somewhere. I know the bakery is hot, right? But at the same time, I used to see them kneading bread and they used to sweat so much from kneading bread. I didn't know it was such a hard job. Doing this, I just went back. My mind went back to those guys all those years ago. Like, so this is what they were doing for thousands of loaves of bread every day. That's crazy. Because even doing this for this small dough, I was tired. I was like, ah. So now imagine me having to do this for maybe 1,000 loaves of bread. Oh, we're completely exhausted because then they were not using any industrial machines or anything. No, they were not. But anyway, this is where I think I need a food processor. But again, do I? How many times do I actually do all these things? Anyway, it's cool. So I'm kneading it, kneading it, kneading it, kneading it. I like how it feels now. It feels like I've done something with it. And the recipe said keep stretching it until you feel like it's elastic. I felt it was elastic there, but it was still breaking. So I don't know if that was complete or not. So I tried this deep test to see if the bread will rise up if I dip my hand into it. It did, not dramatically, but it did. Anyway, I felt that was done, in my opinion, and I'm lazy, so I stopped. Anyway, I put a little bit of oil in the pan, olive oil in the bowl, and then put in the dough, covered it with cling film, cover with this cloth, and then put it somewhere to stay for like 1 hour. These are the tools I'll be needing. I'm going to turn half of the bread into sardine bread. And then the remaining half will just be agege bread style, Nigerian bread style. I don't have a baking pan for bread. I have this normal baking pan and I have oven casseroles. I think they're called casseroles. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I have, and that's what I'll be using. Brought out the dough, did a punch thing to let out air. I usually see them online say it has doubled in size. This one did not double in size, but increased in size, but not doubled. But it was the dough really looked different, to be honest. It was stretchy and it felt really nice to the touch. And that was it. So what I did is I would separate this into two so that I can use half of it for the sardine bread and use the remaining half for the other bread, just the ordinary bread. Because I know that the dough just on its own is sweet enough. It has everything. It has egg. It has butter. It has milk, and those things will make it sweet. So I sort of knew it would come out nice, but I still wanted to add sardine to some. So here I am cutting up one half again into four, and I'm just stretching it just the same way I saw online, stretching it. Mm, it says to make it equal, but you all know, no a baker. I'm just catching cruise with it, so it's not equal. Anyway, I'm just playing with the dough. I think this part is really fun for me because the dough really felt nice. It was bouncy. It was bouncy in my opinion. And so just stretching it out, and I would put in just stretch it out a bit more, and then I'll put in the sardine and fold it in. More like wrap it in, but yeah. Fold it in, and then yeah, you can see what I'm doing. What was I trying to do? I was trying to form croissant shape. Me, I've not even finished baking yaba left bread. Trying to I'm trying to form croissant shape. So funny. This style of putting the sardine in it. I remember one time in my office in Yaba, we used to go to one bakery very close to the office as well to buy bread. And she makes like really nice breads and meat pie and other snacks. And I saw her making sardine bread one day because the sardine bread was a banger. And this is exactly what I saw her doing. At that time, of course, I wasn't trying to learn it, but I saw her doing a process and it stuck in my mind. So when I was doing it today, I was like, it's true. This is how this woman used to do it. And then I wanted to try it. Of course, when I checked online too, I saw some people doing the same thing. So I knew, I've seen it before now. I can do it. And so that was why I tried this way. Just stretch out the bread, put the sardine inside, and then, wrap it up, then top it again with some sardine. That was what I saw her doing, and that was what I did again myself. So, yeah, yeah, this is what I was doing. Exactly what I saw her doing that day. So I was just copying from memory. And then that was it. Before you people hear me, I'm not a professional baker. I just love to cook. And I've decided since I had my baby and I'm on maternity leave to try cooking some more. Going from normal cooking practices now to maybe baking, just doing little bits of baking here and there. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not like I'm a professional, please. And I was not even using the right baking tray or right baking bread pan or something, so I didn't get the right shape. But still, check them now. This thing is stretch. I try. I try. Forget even the stretching. You see the bread when it's done. It really came out nice. The taste came out nice, but just the shape that wasn't like the shape wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. But trust me, that bread sweet. So the bread sweet and my house was smelling nice after, which is a plus. Yeah, Finally shipped it into four instead of three. Put it in the oven. This is the sardine bread before it went in the oven, and this is when it came out. I don't like my bread brown, so I think I got it right with the sardine bread. I got the way I like my bread with the sardine bread. It was really just the way I like it, and it was nice. This is the inside, really soft, really sweet, and this is the other bread, very very sweet. I promise you, so sweet. This one was brown on the top, which is not really my style, but the inside made up for it. It was so sweet, so soft, so yummy. Like I felt so special making this. Anyway, that's all. Bye.